Let us do problems on Y parameters, that is admittance parameter. So in the given circuit, find Y parameters, that is admittance parameter for the network shown. So this is a circuit diagram. So remember in the Z parameter equation, we have to apply KVL. In this Y parameters, we are expressing currents in terms of voltage. So I1 and I2 you should get in terms of V1 and V2. In the two-port network, if you remember this two-port network diagram, this is a two-port network representation. This is I1 and this is V1. Similarly, this is I2 and this is V2. In Y parameters, currents are expressed in terms of voltages. So look at the diagram. I1 direction is this one only. I2 is this one only, which is mapping with I1 and I2. Okay. Now I have to get expression I1 and I2 in terms of V1 and V2. Let me check whether. So let me write expression for I1. So current is potential difference by resistance. So this is V1. Right side it is V2. So in between one more node is there. You can see that is a third node. So that is third node. So this is voltage here. It is V3. Here it is V1. Here it is V2. Here it is V3. Okay, this point is at V3. So now if I apply KVL here, sorry, current potential difference divided by resistance, I1 can be written as potential difference V1 minus V3, V1 minus V3 by 1 ohm, V1 minus V3 by 1 ohm. This is, let me call this equation as equation number 1, and V1 by 1 is V1 only, V3 by 1 is also V1 only. So this is equation number 1. Similarly, from this side, I2 is going now. So here potential is V2, here potential is V3, and direction is given like this. So it is V2 minus V3. Okay, V2 minus V3 by 3. V2 minus V3 by 3. So this is equation number 2. Okay. Actually, now I got I1 in terms of V1 and V3, I2 in terms of V2 and V3. But what is Y parameters? In Y parameters, okay, in Y parameters, I1 and I2 are expressed in terms of V1, V2. How to remember like this? You can see this is Y11, Y12, Y21, Y2. This is the equation we want. But I got in terms of V1 and V3 and V2 and V3. So here unwanted term is V3. Here also unwanted term is V3. So we have to eliminate this V3 and we should get V2 here and we should get V1 term here. So in order to do that, okay, from V3 you have to get expression and that value you have to substitute here. So how to get expression for V3? Apply KCL. Please remember for Z parameters we have to apply KVL. For Y parameters we are expressing current in terms of voltages. Now you have to apply Kirchhoff's current law at node 3. What are the currents entering? I1 and I2 currents are entering, and resultant current will go downwards. Okay. So I1 plus I2 is equal to this current. So it is I1 plus I2. What is this current? This is, if you take reference node, this is 0 volts. Okay. It's a 0 volts. So V3 minus 0 by I1 plus I2. See the diagram. I1 plus I2, both currents will be added and it will come down, and this potential is 0, reference node. So V3 minus 0 by 2. This is 0 is not written here. If you want, you can write here. Okay. Then you have to write expression for I1 and I2 from equation number 1. I1 is equal to V1 minus V3 by 1 and I2 is equal to V2 minus V3 by 3. So V2 by 3 minus V3 by 3. And here you see here V3 is there, V3 is there. Okay, we have to separate V3 and you have to get expression for V3 like this. So I will show for one problem V1, this one, and V2 by 3, keep it in left side only. This V3, bring it to right side. This V3 also bring it to right side. So we got V3 by 2 plus V3 by 3. I'll write here V3 by 2. If I bring this one to right side, V3 by 3. If I bring it to right side, plus V3. And if you simplify this, if I take common this, okay, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1. And you can solve using calculator. Okay, 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. You'll get 11 by 6. 11 by 6 V3. So 11 by 6 V3 is equal to V1 plus V2 by 3. So what is V3? What is V3? V3 means, see, I will write here 11 by V3 is this much. Okay, 11 by 6 V3 is equal to V1 plus V2 by 3. So V3 is equal to, you multiply 6 will cross multiply, 6 will go to here, 11 will come to here. So it is 11 6 by 11, 6 by 11. This 6 will go to this side, this 11 will come down. So 6V1 by 11 and 6V2, 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 6V2 by 3 is already there. 3 ones are 3 twos. You get 2V2 by 11, 2V2 by 11. So V3 value is this much. V3 value is this much. Now you have to substitute that V3 value in equation number 1 and 2. Equation number 1 we have unwanted term V3. Here also we have unwanted term V3. So you have to substitute the value of V3 from this equation and you can get it. So here I want I1 and I2 in terms of V1 and V2 only, not V3. So V3 is there. We obtained the value of V3 by writing KCL at node 3. We got this expression V3. Substitute the value of V3 in here. So if I am substituting the equation number V3 in equation number 1, I1 is equal to V1. This is the value of V3. So minus is there. So minus within a bracket, if you write this minus into minus, it becomes minus 6 by 11 V1. And again minus into plus minus 2 by 1 V2. And there are two V1 terms, one V2 term. So this is 2 by 11 V1 as it is, you write. Here you have to subtract 1 minus 6 by 11. 1 minus 6 by 11. 11 is the LCM. 11 minus 6 is 5. Okay. And those who know, you can do. Otherwise, I will show one more time how to subtract. Few students, slow learners, they cannot do. That's why I'm explaining step by step. So 1 minus 6 by 1 minus 6 by 11. Because each point is important. Okay, 5 by 11 only you are going to get. Those are good in mathematics, so they can directly write, but sometimes mistake will happen, so be careful. So now compare this equation number this one with that y parameter equation. This is I1, no? Compare this with this. So I1 we got expression in terms of V1 and V2. So what is this 5 by 11 is y11. See the equation here, first equation. Y11 is 5 by 11 and y12 is minus 2 by 11, and the parameter is you have to write y11 is equal to 5 by 11 Siemens, opposite of ohms. Okay. Similarly, y12 is equal to minus 2 by 11 Siemens. Okay. So this is two parameters we got because we substituted V3 value in equation number 1. Similarly, if I substitute the value of V3 in equation number uh, 2, another two variables, we are going to get. Okay. Similarly, substitute the value of equation V3 in equation number 2, V2 by 3 and V3 by 3. Now, you substitute here, you will get V2 by 3, and this is 3 ones are 3 twos are, and from this is 30, 1 into it is 1 minute, I will do once again. This is equal to V2 by 3 minus 6V1 by 3 into 11 minus into minus is minus 1 into 2V2 by 11 into 3. Okay. 11 into 3. Now, this is 3 ones are 3 ones are 3 twos are. So it is equal to minus 2 by 11 V1 minus, here you have to take common V2. This V2 if you take common, you left with 1 by 3 and minus 2 by 11 into 3 is 33. So let me check, are we getting 3 by 11? So it is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 2 by 33. It is 3 by 11. It is 3 by 11, which is correct here. Okay. So immediately you'll get I2 is equal to in terms of V1 and V2. Now coefficient of V1 is Z21. Z21 is I2, no? We got I2 in terms of V1 and V2. So Y21 is minus 2 by 11 ohm. Y22 is equal to 3 by 11. Okay, thank you.